Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play .hackgu. This is Some Type of Artist. In the last episode, we learned how to do avatar battles, which was a cool kind of mix to the repetitiveness of the .hack series in general. We'll see more avatar battles in this one if you didn't see the previous episodes, so nothing to worry about. Instead, we'll have this much more exciting walk down an empty hallway with nothing in it, and god damn it. So I don't remember if this is the first time we've seen them or not, but I do want to just reiterate, the enemies with the red bars underneath their HP, those have extra defense, and you won't be able to deal any kind of significant damage to them until their shells are gone. The broadsword that we got is actually really good for taking those down, so luckily they're not too much of a problem. They will, well no, they never really become like a problem. They're just annoying. I don't know, I don't have any like particular strategy to do with these. Sometimes, depending on the situation, I'll like to go around with Haseo and, you know, take all of the extra armor, or I guess the extra flight armor if you have those other types of enemies that have the blue bar underneath their HP. I like to take all those defenses down first. And so, you know, no matter who's in your party, someone's can, like, attack an enemy normally. Sometimes I like to just kind of focus on one at a time and do a bunch of Rengekis when I normally can. If you have your awakening gauge up all the way, that's also a really good way to like damage it out completely. You get a third type of awakening in the second game actually, and that one can like deal an unfair amount of damage to the enemy. But if they have the shells like that, they can usually get rid of a like one of those extra shields all in one shot. So sometimes I like to do that off the bat so we can just get on with the fight. Other times I like to just still remove all the shells and then do the awakening so we can just win the fight from there. I don't know. It really kind of depends what I'm in the mood for. But these enemies here, hiding under the shells, they can actually self-destruct. So watch out for those. They don't give you a lot of warning when they're going to do it either. They can deal some pretty big damage. I wouldn't really try to worry about them too much in this area here because you just have Haseo and Pi and things could turn kind of ugly. But yeah, I do like the extra animations that they do for the extra armor. Yeah, I must have talked about this before because I remember saying this about how like when you get rid of their armor gauge, like a part of them will fall off. Like with those monsters we were just facing, they lose their shells completely. Man, it's just like I really don't want to keep complaining about GU, but just like watching this dungeon so far, it's just like there is just like so much empty space here, and it's like it's frustrating. Like in the original series, you went room to room. Like it wasn't like all an open area like this where you were going room to room. It was more just like the room we're in now is connected to a bunch of other rooms in different parts of the like the top and the bottom and left and right. And you'll go through a doorway, and then like the next part of the game will load that room. And it's not like it takes like a loading screen or anything. It's just like a black transition to a new room. Like, there weren't really, like, hallways or anything. And here, though, it's just, like, so much empty space, but whatever. Just whatever. Want to stop bitching about GU. Here, some story's happening. Listen to that. God, look at Pi's, like, gigantic gloves. And she like put her hand out with Haseo. Like the rim of her gloves around her wrist is like gigantic. It's like Sonic the Hedgehog. Uh-oh. Ew.
Hey, are you okay?
Run! Run, Haseo! Coon.
Why wasn't Coon here? Oh, I guess for this... I guess for this scene, because Haseo needs to, like, do this on his own now. As, like, a final test for his avatar training.
Even if I call Coon now, he'll never make it. Sorry, lady, but I think I've had just about enough of your lessons.
Man, it's so, like, scummy how Haseo is, like, taking delight into having to fight her and data drain her. So Ida infected Pi and got into her avatar, and now her avatar is Berserk. Pi's avatar is Tarvos, which was always interesting to me, because Tarvos is the 7th phase of 8 in the original series. You don't fight Tarvos until the very last volume, and it's one of the first ones we fight in this game, so... nothing terribly interesting, it's just something that's always, like, interested me. And Tarvos here is kind of like our final test for the Avatar training, since it's something different we're fighting now. Tarvos looks absolutely nothing like it did in the first series. This one is all kind of representing part of Pi. It's too gigantic. I don't know. The things on the side of it are obviously meant to be, like, an exaggerated form of Pi's exaggerated twin tails. It does share these needle things, though, that the first games Tarvos had, which is nice. One of my favorite things about GU, and yes, I'm not being sarcastic, is seeing how these Avatar phases relate to the first game. Like that Stake of Death attack, I'm pretty sure that was wasn't nearly as deadly as it was in the first series, but I'm pretty sure the name of that attack is shared with the first game's Tarvos. All in all, though, Tarvos isn't particularly difficult. After all, it is still like an early game Avatar fight, so it's not bad. Tarvos also has, like, the stake thing in Pi's avatar here. That's something that pierces Kite when you fight it in Dot Hack Quarantine. But all of the Epitaph users' avatars that you'll have to fight for whatever reason or another, they have the ability to data drain you as well. So it's not a huge deal. All you've got to do is just, like, mash every button as fast as you can, and it's gonna deal some damage to you, but honestly, it's not a big deal. Do we have it? I don't know what I'm waiting for. bounce. I'm sorry, I can't take Pi seriously. The game can't even take Pi seriously.
Come on, snap out of it. What are you doing? Now wake up! Wake up!
Aw. Does Haseo care about
Please
someone?
Wake up! I said wake up! Pie!
I hate how his mouth is clenched as he says Pi there.
Pie!
That's the first time you've called me by my name.
Don't scare me like that.
And Haseo's harem begins.
Is she alright? Was she injured when she took the blow intended for me?
What an
I'm
awkward
right.
thing
Please
to
don't worry
phrase.
about it. Really? Thank you. By the way, what was that black hole? Was it some kind of bug in the data?
Yes, it was. We are part of CC Corp's volunteer support. We heard there was some corrupted data in this area, so we came to investigate.
What the hell is volunteer support?
I'm terribly sorry, but we would appreciate it if you would refrain from playing in this area for a while.
Like,
I understand. Then I will excuse myself. for today.
like, can random players
Allow me to thank you properly another
volunteer to investigate coma-filled areas without any kind of expertise in...
I guess
I don't know.
Fights
It was a made-up
can't be
thing.
seen
Whatever.
by regular players.
No, they cannot.
What's wrong, Pi?
Those
never noticed how broad your shoulders were, Haseo.
Hey, are you okay? Did the inside of your brain get data drained too?
Shut up. We're going back to town.
Okay.
I like how the subtitle had going, like, as like a slang version of it, with the apostrophe and cutting off the G. But when Pi said it, I like clearly heard the end G part in going. Just whatever. I don't know. So those are Avatar fights. I like Avatar fights. They're definitely the highlights, or more of the highlights of the GU series. I'm looking forward to future Avatar fights and covering how, like, similarities and differences from the first game. I think that'll be a lot of fun.
Good work, Haseo. I need to go make a report to Master Yoda now. You want to come with me?
Aw, they're all buddy-buddy now.
No thanks.
That's what I
Aw,
thought.
and Haseo didn't even say, "Ew, no way, you old hag." I have to go be an edgelord somewhere. I've gotta finish S-ranking Shadow the Hedgehog. Oh, yeah, and so since you can't really choose when you're going to do an Avatar fight, if you need to practice them, you can go to Raven's Guild, and there you'll find, in the Serpent of Lore, there's actually something to do there normally, and you can just kind of practice previous fights you did. So if we went back there right now, we could replay the fights with the normal Idas, the Annas, and then we can also do the fight against Tarvos if we wanted to practice. And if you do them, you do get like extra goodies, like nothing like in-game, I don't think. I think it's just wallpapers or background music or stuff like that. So if you wanted more of those, that's available to do. I'm not really going to be showing that off since it's like literally just replaying the battle. And I'm not really like showing off a ton of wallpapers or anything in this game anyway, so... Like, I never check the rewards we got from the Guild's Book of 1,000 kind of thing we're doing here. Woohoo, we got a +5 weapon. I think that was for Syllabus that we're going to give to, eventually. Yeah, right now Syllabus is your only Blade Brandier, but trust me, you're gonna get a lot of Blade Brandiers in your party to the point where it's like we don't even need them all.
Sorry for the late reply, a lot's been happening lately. The project is top secret within CC Corp. I can't answer any questions about it. Remember this, we are trying to chase down a being that no human has ever come in contact with before. Becoming involved with IDA is like conducting research on a new kind of super virus with no vaccine.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I'm never going to be able to read those quickly enough to actually cover it, so thank God they're on the screen. A problem? Oh boy. What could Haseo have possibly offended in Moontree? He's been nothing but polite with those people. Yeah, Pyrrhus III is very, chatty in his emails. And in person. Oh, man. I'm still pissed about how Haseo was when, Sakaki and Matsu came with Adelaide to save, Haseo from Bordeaux. In that one episode, that still just really pissed me off. What's new here? Oh, I guess you've really gotta, like, select them all to get it over with. I'll deal with the greeting cards later. They just raise affection for people. I, wish the stupid Death Grunty wasn't on them, but whatever. Doesn't matter. None of this matters. And what's Adelaide want?
Haseo.
Adelie? What's wrong?
Yeah, why couldn't you tell me this in an email?
I thought that a day like this might come eventually, though I always hoped that it wouldn't. After all, you're easily misunderstood by others, and not at all honest. And you've got a mean mouth and a bad attitude.
Yup.
Oh, your eyes look kind of mean too.
I wish Adelaide would always call us to trash talk him.
Are you trying to pick a fight?
Of course not. What I'm saying is that I'm very worried about you.
What's wrong?
I hope everyone appreciated how they focused on Pie's ass, and you could see, like, a little bit of her butt peeking out of her underwear. It was a very important part to this scene.
Right? Let's get moving.
Understood. Please prepare yourselves and follow me.
Follow you? Where?
The Moon Tree's headquarters. Both of you were summoned by the Seven Council. What exactly did the two of you do to get into so much trouble?
Moontree is not the police, dude. You can't, like, summon people.
Me and Haseo at the same time does pique my interest.
Haseo, please invite Miss Pie and I into your party. Let's head for the Moon Tree headquarters. The area words are Delta Setting, Eternity's Night Moon.
I never understood why some area words are actually two words. Like, I think Night Moon is just one part of the area. Because, in case you forgot, because, you never need to do this. To create an area, you need to select 3 keywords. And sometimes, most of the time, it's the last keyword. Sometimes it'll actually be 2 words. I don't know why. Because it's like, why not just make it 4 then? But whatever. So anyway, next time, we're going to the principal's office, and I guess we'll find out what we did. So hopefully Principal Skinner can go easy on us, but I don't know. Haseo is a pretty big brat. So we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.